Hey there. How you doing? Hey, Christine. No, Christine just joined. I just opened up, Dar. Okay. Hey, Estelle. Hello, honey. Sharon, Karen. Jolinda, Joe, Karina. Hey, Karina. Sandra, Adavi, Kelly, Denise. Hello. Hey, Kimberly. Astia. Like that name. Judy. Jean. Marion. Carry sticker. Susan, hey, hon. Yeah, okay, somebody needs to. It's about time. I thought he'd transform into some kind of wuss. Hey, Michael. So Spirit Team picked the cards tonight. Amy, Joyce. Joyce, it's not private. It's for everybody. Stick around, honey. If you got in, it's not private. Sharon, Barbara. How do I like my, it's perfect. The other one, I had one, it was, oh my God, it was huge. 59 inches across, my goodness. Hey, Julie. Hey, Maxine. Hey, Joyce. You know what? I think it depends. Okay. I've got a news clip up on my phone from the Times. I'll read the first part of it later on. Hey, Suzanne, Betty. Hey, Susie. Jem. Dee Dee. The Mod Squad. Oh. Hey, God's number one. Yeah, right, Dar? Oh, who? Jeffries. I thought he was turning into a wuss. Disappointing human being. Told my son the other day, I'm so sick of people disappointing me. That's because I have expectations. Hey, Sheila. Sheila from Michigan. Yeah, right, Christine? Right. Susie, no doubt. Watch Dana's from The Magic of Somatic Money. Watch her video today. Thing is, all this stuff she talks about, I feel that weeks before it happens. Right? Right, Karen? Hey, Julie. Right? Karina, I don't doubt it. Okay, we are shuffled properly. Dar, I said I thought Jeffries turned into a wuss. Hey, Shirley. I misplaced my fan, so I have to use my pendulum board. You know what? That's what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about that tonight, too. I had somebody leave a comment. The stigma around Ouija boards is ridiculous. People watch too many friggin' movies. Not saying that bad things can't happen or you can't call in something that's not interested in your best interest, but that's why you got to protect yourself. Hi, Jeffrey. Joanne. Renee. Oh, that's perfect. Karen. Karen, if it comes within 3 days of the full moon, you could still get it out there for a good charge. Yeah, my pleasure, Dar. Hey, Pam. Hey, Deborah. Happy Thursday. Hey, Connie from Vancouver. One of these days I'll get to Washington. I want to go to Seattle. Just for a couple days. Okay, Jeff, we're going to go through meditation before we start answering questions. I'm going to write it down though, okay? Good. Excellent, Susie. Hey, April. April's from Canada. I can't speak for a front, but I like Canada. Excuse me. Connie said she'll have a room ready for me. All right. One of these days, I do have to get my real ID though. Whew. Julie, you had a rose quartz necklace from Sedona. You don't. Yeah, I think you got fairies. Fairies playing tricks on you, Karina. Hey, Foxy, Roxy. I'm just gonna call you Roxy. All right, Mitri. You could go back through the chat on the replay, GC. Leslie. Did it, Dar? Was it? There was a little bit of conflicting information on the internet, the full moon 12th or 13th. I think it depends on where you live. Well, they can have one, Jeff. Didn't miss a thing, Erica. Bonita Springs, Miss Orchid's Garden. No, it's an ID that they want us, actually we're overdue, that started in March. They want us to have there's something, I'm not sure what's different about it. It's probably got some type of different, like a security blended into the card, or something that identifies us. And somebody just said something about fingerprints. That wouldn't surprise me. Hey, Grove. Give those puppies a rub and a pet, Grove. Scratch those ears. And they like it on the base of their tail too. Excellent, Dar. Hey, Rosemary. So far, having a good evening now. I don't know about anybody else, but I've had to push myself to do stuff. Really, Kelly? Wouldn't surprise me. Has a star, Kimberly. Okay. Well, Anita, that's F-Rump being a wiener. He doesn't know what he's talking about 3/4 of the time. And he wants women. He's trying to pick on women. He wants women to have their birth certificates with their maiden names. He doesn't like women. I think the crap that Rumble is doing is backfiring on him. You think of that? Yeah, Karina, my Google came up with 2 different ones. It must have been a website from a different part of the world. Hey, Kelly. Hey. Oh, Jeff, every 40 seconds, there's a delay. you can post a comment every 40 seconds. Jeff. Yeah. The funny part about that, Betty, is nobody that is DEI, we're all the majority. There's more women on the planet than men. There's more Black people on the planet than white people. So that, I think that's one of those things. It's a beautiful thing, okay? But it needs to be revamped, that DEI. It needs to be revamped. We are not the minority. That's old stuff. That's old. It's what, 3 women to every man on the planet? Yeah, Julie, I had to do the same thing. I went back to my maiden name after my husband died. Right, Betty? Yeah, Babs, I've got it written down for when we start answering questions. Yeah. I already stepped out of the dating pool. Time to work on Shelley. I've been working on everybody else my whole life. And I'm not interested in getting to know another human being like that. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Hey, Oxford. Right, Mitri, right? You know, in my house, when my kids were in school, it's like one time my son comes home and said something about a Hispanic child. I said, now hold up, hold on. We don't identify people by the color of their skin. You know, when I meet someone, I look them in the eyes. I don't look at what color their skin is. I couldn't care less. We are, Denise. Right, Betty. I love it too, but I feel like people need to stop seeing women and Black people as being the minority, because that's not the facts. Like my autistic grandson, yes, definitely DEI for him. Stuff people, you know, yeah, people that are truly minorities. Cat Nana's in the house. Yep, Sheila, I didn't get divorced, but I have my marriage, still have my marriage license, and I need to go get my birth certificate. I was making copies of it for something, and I threw out the original. Oops. So they said all I need for that is in New York State is to bring and they spelled my name wrong at the DMV, and I got some crap from a very catty gentleman. Yes, absolutely, Roxy. Hey, Don. We're supporting one another, Amy. Right, Maggie. Right, I hear you. Yeah, Julie, they try to say, oh, we need it for, what do you call it? I can't remember the word, but they claim to be collecting information for a specific reason. I can't remember the name of it. Somebody will know what I'm talking about. Tennessee deep red, Betty. Well, I'm waiting for them to take my autistic grandson's BOCES or his special ed from him. Now, I don't read for myself or my family. I'm too biased. But geez, T, 5 inches is a pretty big difference. Yeah, they put an E on the end of my middle name. I didn't do that. You guys did that. Not you guys, but DMV. You guys did that. Kathy. Yeah, GC. I hear you. Again, watch Dana of The Magic of Somatic Money. Watch the video she put out today. Lots of planetary stuff going on. Except Nashville and Memphis, Betty. Excellent. E-group. I know them puppies. They got to smell everything. Oh, is Aki here? I'm sorry, I missed that. Hey, Aki. Yep. And I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be honest. There's a very good possibility that the shoe will drop. Just remember, anything that's happening now will be reversed. Say, well, yeah, a lot of it will be reversed and other things will be revamped. Hopefully, Julie. There's Aki. Hi, honey. I hear you, Cat Nana. Don't look at it till you're prepared to look at it. A lot of readers are seeing stimulus packages when this is over. I have to say that resonates. Hey, Jill. Leslie, you just put your head down and keep on trucking. I don't talk politics with people. Use guys, that's it. I don't talk politics with anyone because I don't know if they're MAGA or not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kathy Hochul is from my city. I don't remember what she was politically here. I don't remember. Well, yeah, they don't exactly give people without an excellent work record or who people who made a lot do not get a lot of SSI or SSD. Take my word for it. Take my word for it. It is, Aki. Can't do timelines, Miss Orchid. They never work. However, at this point, I am being told that he will be gone before the end of August. No, it is not, T. When they started me out, it was $540 a month. I couldn't even pay the rent with that. That's not true. I paid exactly the rent with that. Does it? Jay, I didn't understand yesterday's message either. But we got to remember. Somebody left a comment about, oh well, if it's a real, your real spirit team, then they'll talk so you can understand them. No, they're spirits. My goodness. Well, the guy that delivers my, I think I might have mentioned this guy that delivers my medication. He hasn't said anything to me in the past 3 weeks about Ephraim. It won't affect me. Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to get on a plane now, you have to have a real ID, Melinda. And you need your birth certificate and all that stuff for that. Whoops. Well, Pam, I don't know because he has undone decades of progress economically and socially. And that is why we need a panel of leaders to clean up. No, I didn't smudge yet. I'll smudge us in a minute. We're gonna meditate in a minute. Hey, Gakanda. Yep, Julie, that's it. That's back in March. Oh, it's the deadline. That doesn't mean anything. We can still go get a real ID if we want to fly. I'm not interested in flying. there a couple more planes where they clipped wings, and then a helicopter went down the Hudson River today. And guess what? The people in the helicopter were from Spain. Hey, Sienna. Happy birthday to Sienna. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, Dar, unfortunately. Gotta have one. Yeah, okay, they're gonna revamp everything. There's some things that work but as I keep saying, we wouldn't be here if the system was actually working. Hey, Melanie. Okay, Kelly, do me a favor and what's that acronym? AIMS? What is that? All right, Sienna, happy birthday. You can catch the replay. Yeah, Aries and Taurus, this is. Oh, I hear you. Sheila, make an excuse. Hey, Elaine. No, Debbie, they're not going to talk about it right now, but things are slipping out. You know what I was thinking? I was like, why hasn't he attacked Rachel Maddow? There's a question. And I think it's because she's so popular that they told him, no, we're not cutting her. If we cut her, you're not going to make any money off of this. You see what I mean? Okay, we'll look it up, Roxy, if we can't get a meaning. Does Canada cover Social Security for anyone that moves there from the U.S.? Hey, Martine. Don't worry, you guys. Space Cadet's out of there pretty soon. I'm thinking the Pentagon, Mark. Investigation, mobilization, separation. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going to ask that question. I was going to do a video on it, but we'll ask the question. That's a more complicated. It's a little more complicated than you think. Well, because I looked it up. Well, Congress could do it, or or the president can do it under certain circumstances. Elaine, I don't know, because he's been threatening it, I guess. I gotta be honest, Susie, I thought about moving to Canada too. I'm not kidding. But I was like, they don't want me. I'm a United States citizen. They're mad at me. Get out of here, T-Doodles. No freaking way. Did they remove him for his safety before somebody unalived him? From what, Karen? What was Cash Patel removed from? You know why I think he pulled back on the tariffs? Because he knows that's going to be the end of him. And plus, oh, look what I did. I pulled back on the tariffs and the stock market's going to go up a little bit. Look how wonderful I am. Typical narcissist. I don't know. Okay, that fence, that fence has been around the White House since before November 5th. Right, T-Doodles. Right. Oh, so sorry, Deanna. Yeah, Janine, he's not fit to run. He's not fit to run anything except for his mouth. And even then, maybe not. Well, you know what, Karina? What kind of idiot? See, we know what kind of idiot would buy in the stock market right now. I don't know why they keep hitching their wagon to this guy. Yeah, Rosemary. That's the whole point of it. But they're all going to get caught. It's called insider trading. And there's something else. I can't even remember what the words are. Market manipulation. Market manipulation. Not even trying to hide it. Yeah, that's what they're doing, Pam. I mean, why not? They're, I'm not going to say getting away with, but he's doing whatever he wants to. Yeah, I know. I just, Roxy, I just have a hard time wrapping my brain around people like that. There's more to life than money. Money's beautiful, but there's more to life than money. Ah, thanks, Suzanne. What did I do? I turned on gifts for the live. I'm not really sure what that's about, but I think you buy, I don't know, emoticons or something. Hey, SM. Honestly, I think they put Martha Stewart in jail as to make an example of her. Okay, it's 5 after 9. We should meditate a little. We didn't do it the last time. Ground ourselves a bit. We'll just open our chakras. Okay, we don't need to do all the other stuff. You guys are becoming pros at that all on your own. All right. Okay, so find a spot to get comfy. Try to put your bare feet on the ground if you can. Take your shoes off if you can. Let me turn my TV off because the X-Files are on. Just noticed. Okay. Yeah. So plant your feet on the floor. If you can get outside, do that too. We'll wait a minute. I think we will imagine our feet having roots going through our houses, through our floors, all the way down into the earth. Help mother along with her healing process. She's healing right along with us. All right, so plant your hiney somewhere. Notice your feet's on the ground. Notice your bottom on your bed, in your favorite chair, on the couch, on the floor. Ooh, drop your shoulders. Okay, so we are going to imagine our feet have energetic roots flowing through the floor into the ground. These roots are white and purple. Let them get right down into the core. Okay. Start at the root chakra, which is situated between your pelvic bones, right in front of your tailbone, in the front. Imagine that opening, white light spilling out of it. Remember to pay attention to your breathing. Now the sacral chakra, which is just below your belly button in the front. Imagine that opening, white light spilling from it. Now your solar plexus, which is between your belly button and your rib cage. Imagine that opening, and white light spilling from it. And we move up to the heart chakra, and if you're having trouble opening any chakra, that's okay. Just move up to the next one. Imagine your heart opening and white light spilling from it. Let's move to your throat chakra. Imagine that opening and white light spilling from it. I'll move to your third eye. That's in your forehead between your eyebrows. Imagine that opening and white light spilling from it. I'll move to your crown chakra. It's right on top of your head. Imagine it opening and white light spilling from it. As all that light is coming from your chakras, invite the light from the universe, source, God, to blend with yours. Our light is white, their light is purple. As it moves down your body, it arrives at your feet. Imagine our light and the universe's light, purple and white, moving into the earth. Let it go as far as you can. And pay attention to your breathing. When you're ready, come back to your body fully. And wiggle your toes. Move your legs. Move your arms, your fingers, your head. That's it. Now it's time for a smudge. Hold on. I have a fan on. I'm hot. So we are protected for this session. Good juju in. See, it looks backwards to you guys. Juju in. Maybe. Good juju in. Good juju in. All right. Oops. All righty. So I have not been paying attention. Well, let's talk about the SAVE Act. Yes. Hi, Karina. Oh, pardon my energy, neighbor. What am I looking for? Okay. Okay. We have a question about the SAVE Act. All right. Spirit team, are you here? Yes, they are. Oh, very nice. Thank you. Clear, please. Back to position. Will the SAVE Act be successful? No. Now remember, my guides speak in final results. Okay. All right. How about martial law? Will F. Rump call martial law? Will he be successful at calling martial law? That's pretty good now. All right then. You're welcome, Bonnie. All of yous. Oxford. Yeah, and it was a good one. They had that thing going, so yeah. Well, yeah, Joe. Yeah, I'm going to ask the question, but yeah, Jack Smith is working with Anonymous. Yep. Thank you, Joe. Okay, Mr. Garcia. Hold on there. I have an article from the Times. The Supreme Court on Thursday instructed the government to take steps to return a Salvadorian migrant it had wrongly deported to a notorious prison in El Salvador. In an unsigned order, the court endorsed part of a trial judge's order that had required the government to facilitate and effectuate the return of the migrant Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia. They're demanding his release from custody. Okay. So let's see if he'll be returned, because if he's returned, he's gonna tattle on some people. Will Mr. Garcia be returned from the El Salvadorian prison? Yes. Will F. Rump be committed to an institution for the mentally ill? Yup. Oh, it's not you, Deborah. I hope a lot of them get charged with insider trading, Kelly. Will MTG be charged with insider trading? Yes. Because that's what they're doing. What are you guys talking about, Linda G? I haven't watched Linda G since she's told people not to come there with their deep state conspiracy theories. And it wasn't even that she said it, it was the way she said it. She was rude. Will the charges of insider trading stick for MTG? Yes. Spirit team is not messing around tonight. Yeah, I listened to Gia too, Joe. She is. Rachel's on fire, Jill. Yeah, you know, Luann, I have to be honest. I kept watching her and then I kept asking myself, why? Why are you doing this? Yeah, Jill. The B-Day bash in June. Explain that to me there, Mark. I don't know, Jeff. Unfortunately, I can't read every single one. So if I don't get to you, ask it again. I'll see it sooner or later, honey. Okay, is that why Jack Smith is here? All right. Is Jack Smith here specifically to work with Anonymous? 45's ha ha. No. I am not doing anything that has anything to do with a old fart's birthday. Oh my God. That's why he's trying to call martial law. Yeah, I saw that, Karen, about Libby checking headlines to see if he's gone. What will Lawrence O'Donnell do? I gotta have yes or no question. Choose guys. Yeah, that's what my spirit team, Joe's spirit team said that rally's not going to happen. Trump thinks he's the hottest thing since sliced bread. That's his problem. Did you notice he's got a bald spot in the back of his head? And not that there's anything wrong with having a bald spot. My point is that he is so full of himself. That's got to really just grate on his nerves. Yeah, I'm telling you, Jill, he is trying. This is why we're having trouble on YouTube. They are messing with our First Amendment right now. I should be able to say whatever word in any person's name that I please. Let's see. Is Trump going to try to punish Jimmy Kimmel? No. Will the military parade for Ephraim's day of birth actually happen? No. Is Iran really going after Ephraim? Oh, yep. Well, Joe, I noticed his comb over gets lower and lower. I was always like, he's a billionaire or a millionaire for crying out loud. Why can't he get a decent hairstyle? See, I'm mean and judgmental. Cat Nana. And the thing is, he ages. He's been aging so quickly. That's how you can tell when he's got a body double. Because all his body doubles look way younger than he is. Yeah, the pendulum said yes on the Iran going after him. I know, Korea, but that's spirit team's telling me that's part of that narcissism and that I gotta tell you guys something. I had to turn this guy off, but anyway, that's part of his narcissism and his dementia, that hair thing. And the OCD, yeah. So I was watching this guy, a video, this guy was talking about RUMP'S hand gestures. Like he was, I don't know, that's what he did. I can't remember the name of what he did, but that's what was his business, was he could tell things about people by their posture, their gestures, their handwriting and stuff like that. It's somewhere a lot. Now I'm with him all the way up until he says, in these ridiculous notions about Ephraim having failing cognitive issues, and I shut him off. What are you, freaking blind? And he wasn't even American. And I suppose that there's people in countries other than the United States that bow to this person. But it's like, dude, it is so obvious. Is he? I saw you made that comment. Dar, I saw that comment. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. The SAVE Act is going to backfire, Jeff. Yes, honey. I did answer that question. Was that you? I don't remember. Okay. Is Nettie Yahoozle in The Hague? Yup. Okay, now they're going to try all kinds of things. Again, but it's so obvious. Yeah, Anita, the problem, the thing is, he's not going to make it to a prison. Apparently, and I'm not upset about it, but apparently somebody unsubscribed for me because I talked about Ephraim not breathing or walking around physically on the planet. That they can't handle me talking about unaliving. Well, I don't know what to tell people. I'm going to call them as I see them. Now, first off, my guides do not show me if a person is going to experience unaliving. My guides don't show me that. But for him, they do. Well, I got to say that the accordion hands thing irritates me more than anything. And his arrogant, thin lips thing he's got going on there. Oh my God, Julie. That's funny. Yes, Luann. Yes, he does. Okay. Did the real Nettie Yahoozle meet with Ephraim? No. What's a Hague? It's like a jail in the Netherlands. ICC, NATO. Well, Space Cadet is busy running his mouth and his business, because his business said either run the business or we'll vote you out. So what happens when you're a Fortune 500 or whatever company? Once you hit Fortune 500, you have a board of people that make decisions. And if they don't like you, they boot you up. Man, that's got to suck. Yeah, Teresa, and I don't make fun of him because he has dementia. That's just wrong. What irritates me, what really grates my cheese, is that people are acting like they don't see it. Libby and I are both getting no on that, Elaine. Is the Russians are breathing and walking around physically on the planet Earth. No. Kitties have the zoomies. Yeah, they're feeling that planetary action, Oxford. Yes, Debbie. So he's in cahoots with the Red Country, right? He's a known spy for the Red Country. So he bought his wife from the Red Country. I don't think she's not the only one, right? These guys? She's not the only wife he's had from the Red Country. Well, Luann, you make sure you do something for yourself every now and then, Missy. Does Barrett? Yes, I don't even need a pendulum for that, Debbie. Yes, he does. Look, that boy cannot stand his father. It's as simple as that. I remember seeing the look on that kid's face when he was like 16, 17, where they're getting on Air Force One, and the look on his face. That's like, you could tell he just wanted to be anywhere but there. I imagine that he treated his son exactly the way his father treated him. Well, Oxford Cat, anytime his mouth is moving, he's lying. Let's see, Froxy Roxy, Ms. Roxy, are the people of Russia coming out in revolt to revolt? Will they revolt? Yeah. A lot of the world has taken the cue from the United States, but it seems to me another country was protesting before we started really digging our feet into the protesting. I think so, Dar. I know, Teresa. Thing is, Susie, Barron may be a dark one, but there's hope for him. He's still young. This is his path. This is what he chose to come to do. Yes, I have a hard time with that. Hey, Rosine. Right, Jeffrey? Okay. I don't think so, Teresa. I don't think that's a lying thing, but it's like I said, when he speaks, he's lying. He's a compulsive liar. Yes, yep, Jeffrey. That's why a lot of us don't listen to him. Now we covered that, Julie. Here, I'll do it for you. Is Baron F. Rump's biological child? Yeah. See, to me, he looks like he fell off his face. I mean, he does look like his mom too, but there's certain parts of him that look exactly like his father, and that's just me. Okay. Will the Supreme Court go be partial to F. Rump on everything that he wants to do? No, they're already fighting him. Oh, Bonnie, timelines are hard to explain. I wish I had my chart. I don't know what I did with it. I probably threw it out. So we started off, humanity started off on the same timeline. Okay. And well, a lot of light workers knew a lot of light workers started going on a different timeline way before now. Okay, so we're all on the same timeline, and then we start veering off the timeline, and then you have more timelines coming off of other timelines. A timeline is simply it's like a consequence of actions taken, not necessarily bad consequences, but it's results of the actions that we choose to take. And we have multiple timelines right now on multiple levels because we're not all in this on the same, at the same place in our spiritual growth. Yeah, Teresa, it is annoying. I know it. Okay. Pink moon. Okay, Jeff, I missed that somewhere. I'm looking. Okay, Pam. Considering I have been around narcissists my entire life, starting with my mother. One thing I've noticed about narcissists is they pick up a habit very, very, very young, and they just keep going with it. It's like that accordion thing is like his interpretation of something that he learned to do from somebody else when he was young. That's what I'm getting from that. Who says it's a beautiful thing, Kelly? Trump? Don't make me stop saying that. That's how long it's been since I listened to that voice. We'll still be here, Jill. Take the puppy pie. Yep, they sure did, Julie. Yeah, Teresa, don't put your energy into him or his name. You'll know intuitively. Okay, apparently I missed the question for Mary Trump. Ask it again for me. That's a possibility, Karina. So did F. Rump learn that accordion hand movement from his trainer Cohen? Yeah, but again, his interpretation of it, the way that he perceived what Cohen was doing or what Cohen was telling him. Because they do say that people pay more attention if there's hand movement, which is why you see people on commercials doing this all the time. Why the girls on The Price is Right, we're doing this all the time. Right? Okay. Mary Trump started using a different voice when she airs his videos. Is that good or bad, Dar? I thought she couldn't stand him. Oh, I see. Okay, right. I see I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Their space cadet's on his way out the door. He's mad at his daddy. I'm sorry, he's mad at his lover. It finally hit him that he hitched his wagon to the wrong person. Deborah, yes, they do, dear. Supreme Court does have a line in the sand, more than one. Again, they are already proving that. They are fighting him. Oh, Nicholas, the thing is about that is that if we need to be on this timeline unless we want to annihilate ourselves, period, point blank, because that's where we were headed. So as a collective, we had to make a choice on what we wanted to do. Crap, come on now. There we go. Yeah, Teresa, my mother was very judgmental. And she's very envious and jealous too. Oh, well, you know what? I'm still going to say it's a beautiful thing, people. Hey, Connie. Okay. Does the newly elected Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice Susan Crawford does she know about the election shenanigans? Yes. Apparently, Dar. That's why Trump is messing with China right now. Mark, no, Trump does not know that he's gone. He's not available mentally. Hey, Mary. Miss Mary. The pink moon is, yes, it's about love, compassion, empathy. But that means that's for us to put out there. We are moving past this being angry and being spiteful and all that stuff. We're starting to move past that. And I think that pink moon will help boost us along in that. Okay, so we have a lovely community member making something for a t-shirt, and it says F rump with a read between the lines, 3-finger bleep you. Okay. Yeah, I'm working on that, Kay. Okay. Oh, hold on, Aki. Justin and Farah. All right, let's focus on Justin first, Aki. Justin's an ancestral spirit guide. Farah is not Farah. Farah is Freya. I mean, she says Farah for you to understand it. She's Freya. That would be a Norse goddess. So she is the energy of Freya. Yeah, Luann, it's disheartening when your own mom can't stand you. Nice, Star. Nancy. Yeah, Sheila. Yes, well, some of them have. Oh my goodness, that just jumped. I'm sorry, Mary. Thanks, Roxy. Keep America Trumpless. That's a good one. Oh, I like it. Hey, Keisha. Oh, we're going to pull some cards in a minute. Okay. Okay, we're going to pull cards from the roll oracle. Very similar to True Crime, very similar to What Lies Beneath. Somebody mentioned that being one of their favorite movies. Oh, yes, it's Sammy. Yeah, that's a great movie. Aristocrat, nobility, privilege, elite, blue blood. Excuse me. Let's ask first if they're actually doing that. Is the USDA main office getting shut down? It says no. It says no. Okay. Not sure who this reading's about yet. Martial arts master. Now, what the heck happened there? right, Pam? The three-finger salute. Wear that to a protest. I gotta tell you, it's a lot of work to get this t-shirt thing going, so I'm working on it. It's time consuming. Robot. Automation. Artificial intelligence. Precision mechanism. All right, Spirit Team. Let's see about that prophecy of the 3 days of darkness. Let's see what Spirit Team comes up with. We should use a different deck for that, though. I'm just not getting that. That was about that reading right there. That was about Space Cadet, and not for nothing, I couldn't care less. All right, the unfolding path for. These have already been shuffled. Unfolding path. Very diverse deck. I like it. Okay. Talk to us about the 3 days of darkness. Alrighty then. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. This is what I think about the 3 days of darkness. I think it might be an actuality. Not exactly like the prophecy states, but in actuality. I don't really think it has anything to do with utilities, but I do think it'll have to do with communication, and I've been saying that. So I promise I'm not copying Libby. I've been saying that. It'll be about the internet going down. Not for nothing, we could all use a few days without the internet. It's not going to kill anybody. What the choice is with the Two of Wands is about choices. So to me, what the choice is going to be is who they're going to replace Space Cadet's crap with. I refuse to believe that there's no backup plan for the government as far as satellites go. I refuse to believe that. And it's Queen of Cups. So it's going to be emotional and it's going to be a little scary. We're going to be okay. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Three of Coins. Yeah, see, collaboration. We're talking about the 3 days of darkness. Collaboration. So working on it as a team, because I've always seen his contracts being torn up. Literally. I see a group of people on the floor in the White House telling him they no longer require his services. And we're talking about the Space Cadet here. Yeah. 10 of Coins. And I do see that contract being torn up. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, a new beginning for us. Don't mind the fingernails. I just did them. This frosty stuff is it likes to get everywhere. All right, that's it. Dropping my stuff. Crying out loud. All right, Spirit Team, quit messing around. Thank you. Two of Swords. And this deck, two. Is that a wand? We just got the Two of Wands. We did. So this has to be the Two of Swords. Yeah, okay, there we go. I couldn't quite see it. So two of Swords, that's generally it's the not having to make a choice, but not being willing or being unable to look at the choices and accept them for what they are. But that card has completely different energy than that. That's the, okay, we're going to move along now. We have the truth. We're going to move along with it. We have the Four of Swords. Giving us a rest. Yeah, rest, putting it to rest, putting that contract to rest. Spirit Team's telling me they're already working on an alternative company for satellites. And it has something to do with Canada. Six of Cups. Family time. Emotional happiness, some emotional stability. Leaving something for future generations. The Devil. Letting go. Letting go of that devil. Letting go of that energy. Letting go of Space Cadet. We have the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. Stable, methodical. Oh my goodness. And the Queen of Pentacles, there's that balance. Yes, we do have our own satellites, but they may not be enough. King of Swords. Truth Teller. Okay, Joe. Thanks for showing up, hon. Knight of Cups. So the knight completes a task. That knight brings emotional stability. Oh, Kit Naughty. Yeah, I'm like 2 months ahead of my bills. Yeah, baby. Two of coins, finding a balance. Yeah, I like these cards. Knight of coins, another knight, someone else completing a task, bringing back prosperity, growth, plants, growth. Fixing this betrayal, fixing this heartbreak. Seven of Pentacles, seeing results. Thanks for showing up, Kelly. And our other Kelly. $98, holy smokes. Well, bless her heart. Four of Cups, a new offer. Behind the scenes. In the Tower. Bringing Ace of Coins, new beginnings. We are going to leave that on a very positive note. No, to Linda. That was very positive reading. All right. I'll be right back. The potty calls. My diabetic self needs to go potty. I'm not going anywhere permanently. I will be right back. And when I get back, let's talk about our spiritual gifts, if you'd like. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm coming back. I said I had to go potty. I am diabetic. That is how my medication works. I'm so sorry. That would be kind of rude if I didn't come back. My goodness, GC. It's quite a sandwich. You're trying to find your gifts, Daffy? Okay. Well, everyone has them. And none of us gets to take credit for it because they are literally gifts from source. Yep, something is shifting. She's not going to be president right off the bat. Well, there you go, Daphne. Little granny nap. Okay, Daffy, what kind of tools, dear? Are you talking about pendulums, tarot cards? Okay. No, Jay, I'm not seeing that, sweetie. Jolinda, we all transmute energy, actually. When you feel something that someone else is feeling, when you're feeling the energy of what someone else feels, you transmute that. If we didn't transmute it, if we didn't transmute other people's energy, we would be in big trouble. I don't know. Let me see. Somebody asked this question already. Not this time, but I don't remember the answer of it either. I think the answer was no. Will Tim Walz ever run against Kamala Harris for president? No. No. Rods, pendulums, tarot cards. Yeah. Well, it's good to. I don't know if you were here or not, Daffy, when we were just grounding ourselves, putting our feet on the floor, noticing that, opening our chakras, connecting with Mother Earth. So, and plus, if we're nervous or we have a bunch of anxiety, it can affect spirit team getting through to our tools. Yeah, Kathy. at this, on this timeline, yes. So understand that we can go back and forth between these layers of timelines. You tried that, Daffy? I don't know, honey. Maybe it just doesn't. Maybe that's just not for everyone. Try. I think it's called clairaudience. So when my spirit team speaks, sometimes I hear them audibly, but most of the time I hear them. It'll be like a passing thought that's not mine. Yeah, Jeffrey, and yeah, and we have to transmute other people's energy. Otherwise, we hold on to that. Right, Michael, pretty much. And the longer you do it, the better you get at putting those puzzles together. Here you go, Connie. Mm-hmm. Hey, Anime, yeah. Fat chance of that, Anime. So when I first started doing these videos, these political videos, we had already been transmuting the collective's energy, and it took a while. Okay. And that has backed off quite a bit because now it's time for us to act on our own spiritual needs individually to benefit the collective. It's us time. It's me time. It's you time. Well, there you go, Daffy. So you're empathic. You pick up other people's energy. Did it feel like the battery was draining you, or you felt like they were energizing you? Because you do have your energy vampires out there. And F Rump happens to be one of them. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Connie. You know, when somebody says to me, hey, Shelley, how'd you do that, spiritual thing or woo-woo thing? I can't explain that stuff. I can't explain how I did it because I just do it. You know what I mean? Oh, you felt like you were draining him? No, it was probably an exchange, Daffy. You may have, but they were draining you too. It was just an exchange of energy. Yeah, so I really feel like he was probably draining you, Daffy, then. Joe Linda, don't let that scare you. It's all in how we interpret the premonition. And right now, everything is bad, evil, and awful. It's the way everything feels. So that's a form of transmuting as well. We transmute our own energy too. Oh, please, I was always called, yeah, oh, you're too sensitive. Too sensitive. Turns out that autistic people don't read a room very well. And autistic people tend to have a hard time being picked on, even if it's friendly picking. I was always oversensitive to them. I can't tell you how many times my dad hurt my feelings. He didn't know. He didn't know. He wasn't trying. Kathy, yes, he does. You got a crystal ball? Yeah, baby. Oh, that's good, Dar. Yeah, Mary, but it's okay to, when you can, to remove yourself from other humans and recharge. Full moons are great for that. Connie says awkward. Daffy, I don't think you were draining him. I think he was draining you. Well, yeah, we're all exhausted. Denise or Dar, we're all exhausted. Dar, we're doing a lot. Today I had a dream. I laid down for a nap. I had a dream. I actually remember it somewhat. I'm at a restaurant. There's a bunch of people I don't know, and I'm trying to find a seat to sit down. So I felt like nobody wanted me to sit there, so I went and grabbed my own seat. So a folding chair, and I went back in and I sat down. Somebody said, "Hey, so and so wants to talk to you." So I went outside looking for so and so, and you know what? I had to. Oh, this is terrible. It was the space cadet, and he ends up chasing me around, and we end up on this wooden thing, and there's water. There's a cliff and water below, and he was trying to push me off of it. He says, "I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know you know things about me and all this other stuff." Tried to push me off. Didn't work. Then I woke up. Yeah, Karen, you just got to have faith in yourself. Yeah, Renee. Yep. Remember, it's not a competition and it's not a race. Our higher selves are doing spiritual work. Our higher selves are doing the spiritual work, even if our 3D selves aren't. Yeah, anime. I get a lot through music. I get a lot of downloads through music and TV, movies. Right? Yeah. Oh, Cat Nana, you getting headaches? I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, Dar, if I'll get a song going in my head, or they'll put a song in my head and I can't, they won't leave me alone with it until I listen to it. Yeah. It's like he tried to push me off and I grabbed it was like a post and I swung around and came right back around and I ran. There was a van involved. It's very, very strange. I don't remember my dreams, but I have been asking my guys, I've been putting out the intention to remember my dreams. Oh, early mornings, Renee, if you're like sitting chilling and having your coffee, when we're quiet is when we hear the best. Yeah, Mary. Mm-hmm. Sheila, you cry at wedding? Please, I cry at weddings on TV. We're all releasing right now. We're releasing a bunch of stuff. We're all super sensitive and we're all exhausted. But this is going to be worth it. Well, there's something in those lyrics, Karen. Michael says they must be telling him to shut up. I know, I'm having my sugar for the day. I'm going to spend the rest of my life happy. Okay, so I'm on cuss. I don't want to piss anybody off. All of us are connected to the both of those digits. Just saying. My spirit team is telling me that we have all had some type of interaction with these two digits in past lives. And some of us are already, well, actually, I think we're already in the 5D, Kathy, to be honest with you. My arch nemesis. Hey, Maria. They are little Debbie, Staffy. I have sugar once a day. My doctor says that's fine. Because I told her if I didn't have sugar once a day, I was going to unalive myself. Just kidding. Don't call 911 on me. I get cranky if I don't have sugar. Connie, are you left-handed? Because if you're left-handed, your left hand would be the giving hand. All right, so whatever your dominant hand is, that's your giving hand. So chances are that a pendulum would work better in your receiving hand because you're receiving energy from your spirit guides. You think the new Earth came out 20? They started talking about it, yeah, about 20 years ago when The Secret came out. I used to hear my mom calling me when I was walking through malls, but that was from trauma. I was like, there is no way that woman drove 100 miles to call my name and chase me around in a mall. You had a shadow person. What Secret? The movie, The Secret, Kathy. It's about the law of attraction. It's hard to teach somebody the law of attraction. You can guide people, but you can't really teach someone the law of attraction. That's a learn as you go thing. Rogine, that is your spirit guides talking to you, getting your attention. Thanks for showing up, Luann. See you next time. Happened to me this morning. I was in the bathroom, turned around, looked at the window, and that I haven't had the ringing in a while because it was consistent for before November 5th. Consistent. I got myself checked for tinnitus and everything, or tinnitus, however you want to say it. Yeah, that's your spirit guides, Melanie. Yeah, Oxford. That's what we're doing right now. We're trying to figure out how to balance between the two. Yeah, Denise, it was so consistent. I just stopped hearing it. Someone would have to mention it on a video for me to say, wait, am I still hearing it? Oh, sorry about that, Mary. Hey there, Amber. I missed you somehow. Maria, can you be a little more specific, honey? A yes or no question? Yes, Rosine, it does get loud. It's my pleasure, Renee. Thanks for showing up. Happy birthday, Martine, tomorrow. Woo-hoo. Happy birthday to you. And round it goes, and where it stops, nobody knows. Yes, he is, Dar. That's what I've been saying. It's hard to wrap our heads around stuff like that sometimes. You know what, Ella? Thank you for, yes, actually, that is. I totally forgot about that. That is spirit around you when you have a tingle in your scalp. Oh, Sheila, that might be part of it. I mean, I'm losing my hearing too, very gradually. Wouldn't have anything to do with headphones full blast. You can go back to sleep, Cat Nana. That is partially cool, Connie. Partially. You know, you can set the intention to have an out-of-body experience when you go to sleep. Yeah, me too, Rosine. Okay, good night, Renee. Thanks for showing up. Oh, yeah, Melanie. I mean, nothing as tragic as that, but I paid the consequence immediately for not listening to my spirit team when they talk to me. So Renee, when you can control your dreams, that's lucid dreaming. Read on the market. Okay. All right. So, spirit team, will the market go up tomorrow? Okay. Will it be going up just so it can benefit F. Rump and his friends? Yep. Unfortunately. Yeah, right, Connie. That's why I said it was partially cool. The pain part wasn't so cool. No way, Karina. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to watch people operating on me. I don't care if it is an outpatient procedure. Yeah. I have to say, every time I don't follow what Spirit Team says to do, I regret it every single time. Yeah, Daphne, you probably do. Hey, Jay. Good night. Good night, Jay. I missed a question. I'm sorry. Yes, that makes sense. Really, Daffy? Huh. I found out I had liver problems when I got acupuncture. The one that goes in the ear. Or the ones. It's painful. It's not supposed to be painful. Yeah, he paused the tariffs. 2 reasons. 3 reasons. Which, of course, 2 of them have left my mind. Okay, first reason because he wanted to focus on picking on China, because he's mad at the Space Cadet. Picking on China is going to severely affect the Space Cadet's car company. Number 2, he wanted to give himself credit for the market going up a little bit. See, I can't remember the third one. Maybe it'll come to me. Well, if you can do yoga, Denise, more power to you, because I sure can't. My body's not doing any of that stuff. Oh, that's nice, Nancy. Oh, no way, Karina. Nope. Nope. I had the one surgery on my neck. I'm not doing it again. If I get surgery again, I better be knocked out and don't know what's going on, and they absolutely have to. Because nope. Human bodies are not meant to be dug into. I used to have out of body experiences a lot, especially as a kid. Because, okay, so, and also, when you have an you can go into the past, the present, or the future with an out of body. So I used to go into the past. It's probably why I like riding on motorcycles and flying in planes. It's the closest sensation to an out of body experience that I can get to. Well, you're a better person than me, Karen, because I'm not doing it. I've got 9 tattoos, and I'm not putting. Well, I have one back here, but that's different. The skin's not so thin back here. Yes, ma'am, Denise. Okay, well, who was the man, Ella? Do you care to share? Yeah. On the side. Yeah, maybe. He had back surgery through. Yeah, they went. I had, and when they operated on my neck, it was through the front. That's a scar right here. Oh, Jay, yeah. When I was younger, it was all about that. People with a lot of tattoos tend to be addicted to the getting the tattoos. All right, Amber. You can't hold up it's boring. You can't hold anything up. You barely get up to go potty. Can't look down on the computer. You can't look up you can't hold your phone up. You can't. Oh, Daffy. Yeah. There you go, Ella. Sheila. Sheila leaving us? Thanks for showing up, Sheila. You were absolutely right, Oxford. Where's the most painful tattoo? For me, it was my left ankle. The one on my chest, I didn't even feel that. Now I can get a tattoo because I have neuropathy pretty severely. So I could get a tattoo. I'm probably not going to feel it. It's a beautiful thing. I actually want to go get a couple of cover-ups. Yeah, they pulled out. Yeah, they replaced the disc with a cadaver bone, and then they stuck a little metal plate in there too. They keep telling me there's nothing wrong with my back, though. I'm like, okay, if you say so, because I'm not getting the surgery, so I just let it go. That's okay, Melanie. Top of your foot, that might hurt me. Yeah, even though my feet are the numbest part of me, that probably hurt. Yeah, Venus will be out on Saturday. Okay, Anita. Give the puppy a rub and a pet for us. Yeah, Dar, your kitty cats were hanging. I had this dog, and my partner at the time we had to put her down. She was very, 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 very old and the arthritis, they couldn't do anything about it. Poor thing. We had stairs, a lot of stairs. So after they put her down, she was chasing the car. It was very traumatic for her. She didn't know what the hell was going on. See, I'm okay with having, I knew that going into it with the tattoos. Amber, you got a tattoo in your ear? Well, you're a better person than me. See, now, anime. My narcissistic ex had the same neck surgery I did. He was all better. Then he had the back surgery about a year later, and he said it did wonders for him, but he had a really great neurosurgeon. Yeah, Amber, you're a better person than me. Anita, that's why one of my favorite songs is The Great Escape. Excellent, Amber. Oh, that's that overlapping timeline thing. This isn't the only time in history we've had overlapping timelines. It's not because it's not the first time in history that something major in the world has changed. Yeah, he was one of those people that did awful things and didn't pay a consequence for it. Do you know what happens to people who do awful things and don't pay consequences for them? They actually get a very, 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 very bad consequence in the end. Well, they can go back and forth, Dar. Well, you're not a pain wimp. Some of us are just gluttons for punishment. Okay, so in about 5 minutes, I'm going to leave you guys to have at it, like I do every week. Okay, go back to bed, Amber. Get some rest, honey. Oh, Candace, that sucks. I'll talk to you later, Miss Amber. Oh my goodness. Can people with chronic pain experience all kinds of mental health issues, anger issues. I get frustrated very quickly. I noticed it as it started getting warmer. My pain has gotten a little bit worse. And then I was listening to Dana, and she's like, "Yeah, well," and I know this, but she's talking about energetic shift pain. But people with chronic pain are troopers. Yep, Renee, me too. I think that's the point of it. I'm hoping if I get a little less pain. But it's going to take us a while to acclimate between the 3D and the 5D, to acclimate existing in both. Huh. Well, maybe he's one of your guides. Did you say that he was one of your guides, Star? That's a good possibility, Daffy. Okay, Daphne, thanks for showing up, honey. All righty, Michael. Well, it's a vicious cycle. Chronic pain causes mental stress. Mental stress causes chronic pain. It's a cycle. Well, it's 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. It's very cool to visit his home with 6-toed kitties. Thanks for showing up, Daffy. Good night, Candace. Oh, my nose is itchy. Oh, holy smokes. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna leave you at it. Thanks for showing up. I'll see you in the funny papers. Okay, Karen, Susan, Ella, Renee, Melanie, Denise. Oh, and thank you to Denise and Karina for moderating this evening. Everybody give a shout out. All right. Good night, everyone. Have fun chatting.